hereby called to order. This meeting is being held at the offices of the Louisiana Tax Commission at 1051 North 3rd Street, Suite 225, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The date is Wednesday, July 1st, 2020, and the time is 10:03 a.m. Please call the roll.
Chairman Shavardi,
Here.
Commissioner Wagstaff,
Here.
Commissioner Jeffers,
Here.
Commissioner Burcher,
Here.
Commissioner Wood,
Here.
5 present and a quorum.
Thank you. First off, on the old business, I would like to read into the record the acceptance of the exhibits for the June 30th, 12:30 p.m. hearing. The Tax Commission hereby accepts all pre-filed documents and old testimony into the record as Taxpayer Exhibit 1 in Lobo, Assessor Exhibit 1 in Lobo, and Louisiana Tax Commission Staff Appraiser Exhibit 1 in Lobo for each appeal hearing conducted on June 30th, 2020 at the 12:30 p.m. Hearing, respectfully. All right, we'll move right on into our appeal docket this morning. Ms. Wilmore is here this morning. She's the first person to arrive regarding her appeal. So we're going to go ahead and we need a formal motion to move it out of place.
You don't need one, so you can make one.
All right, well, we don't need to.
No, you don't.
Okay, all right.
Just take that over.
So it's, unless there's an objection from anybody, we're going to take up item I under the appeal docket. Appeal of Jacqueline Wilmore versus the Orange Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22173-186. To begin, I'd like to ask anybody who's going to testify this morning at the table to please stand up so you can take your oath. Ms. Wilmore, you can stand up and just take the oath.
We swear all the witnesses in together. I will administer an oath. I would like for you to affirm the oath by stating I do, and then state your name for the record. I will indicate to you when it's your turn to affirm the oath. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? And your name?
I do, James Peter Williams.
Okay, great, thank you. All witnesses will be testifying from this table, one at a time. The chairman will call your case.
Just give me one moment, folks. All right. It is the Tax Commission's policy to accept all documents into the record that were timely pre-filed in accordance with the Commission's rules and regulations. This will be done at the conclusion of all hearings on today's docket. Accordingly, there is no need to formally offer or introduce the exhibits into the record during your appeal hearing. However, if you intend to object to the submission of any of the opposing parties' exhibits, you must notify the Commission at the start of your appeal hearing. As a reminder, this is an administrative hearing, and as such, the rules of evidence are relaxed. The Commission is inclined to review and consider all evidence submitted and to accept such evidence into the record. All right, this is the taxpayer appeal. Ms. Wilmore, if you can come over here to the microphone and tell us about your property and why you're here. Can you try talking up a little bit? We're having trouble hearing you.
I'm here to appeal the recent increase in my property taxes.
Excuse me one second. You're going to have to lower the air conditioner. I'm not going to be able to hear.
Pull a little closer.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, it sounds like a truck.
All right, I think it'll slow down, start to slow down. All right, what's more? I'm sorry, just go ahead.
I'm here to appeal the recent increases in my property taxes. I purchased my home back in 1998 when I was married. And before Katrina, my house note included with the taxes, property insurance, flood insurance was $900, basically $900. As of today, my house note included with the property taxes, insurance, flood, everything is $1,400. I'm being priced out of my home. I just was able to recently move back into my home in 2015 after several contractors ran out on me, contractors died on me. I had to use my entire savings, my retirement, to get back to rebuild my home. I worked at Loyola University for 17 years, and I had to use basically all my retirement to refinance, to get my house repaired. And my house is still not complete because the last contractor passed on me. And I get a tax bill saying my house is valued at almost $400,000. And I'm like, how? I had to take a second job just to get back into my home. With the COVID, I don't have that job anymore. So I'm unemployed from my part-time job to help assist with my mortgage. I need some relief because my house, I know, is not valued at nearly $400,000. I still have work to do on my home. And from my understanding that the whole city wasn't even appraised for its getting the taxes from everybody, and it's just like a few people that they assessed, and we should be, just a certain few people should be responsible for paying taxes for the entire city. Nothing in my neighborhood has changed. My neighborhood just flooded last week. So I'm paying property taxes, increasing the sewage and water board, all these things, and my street still floods. And I just need some relief because I'm being priced out of my home.
Okay. Let me ask you, Zumel, the assessor's office had your home valued at $356,000. We have a staff appraisal of $248,000. Is that some help for you?
Well, I won't know until we do the recalculations to see how much the increase or decrease will be. So I wouldn't even know, if that would help.
All right, okay. All right, well, let's hear from the assessor's office and see what they have to say.
Chairman, let me ask you-
Oh, sure, sir.
You mentioned that there's some repair work that hadn't been done. No, the assessor don't generally go and look at the inside and things like that. Can you give us just an idea of feel what is left that the contractor
I
ran
still have
out?
to put insulation in my attic. I had a leak, so I have to do more roof work, inside painting and things like that. My garage hasn't even been done because they consider my garage attached, but with the storm taking down the carport that made it to be attached garage, that don't have electricity or anything. So I still have a lot more repairs to do on the house to make it livable.
Right. Your requested value, I think, total value $203,000.
Yes.
So the tax commission appraisal is a lot closer to what you're asking than what the assessor and the board of review number was. So that should help a little bit if we hear the testimony and it complements what you're telling us.
Okay, but I don't know, like I said, once you do the calculations, then I'll be able to determine how much my note will be. Because I look at it as what my note is gonna be.
Right, I understand.
You had a market analysis prepared by an independent, I think it's realtor or appraiser, right?
Yeah, she was there helping when everybody was appealing, and we had to go to, Corpus Christi, and we had to fill out these documents, and this
I'm trying to find a date, so this is August 2019.
Yeah, she was nice enough to do that for the people.
And when she did her market analysis, she took into consideration the conditions of your home at that time. Because she came up with 203,800, so that's why you're making that request, because this analysis by third party
Yes,
is where you're comfortable, right?
yes, yes.
So we can only talk about value, we're not really dealing with taxes. I know that's what you're upset about, but the actual taxes is based on the value. And, so that's more what we're gonna look at today, and how much taxes this, and you can ask the assessor's office these questions, but do you understand the difference?
You all talking about value, but
And that value then interpolates into the amount
the
of taxes you
taxes,
pay.
yeah. So I just need to know how much is gonna be reduced and how much my mortgage is gonna be.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, let's hear from the assessor's office.
Good morning. After further review and taking a look at the staff appraisal and some of the condition issues that were brought up in the appraisal, the assessor's office is willing to accept the valuation of the 248 down from the board review value of 270,600.
So you're requesting the value from the board of review?
No, I said we would be willing to accept the staff appraisal. which is
Staff appraisal, okay.
Down from the board review.
Okay. I got the worst hearing of everybody up here, so even worse with the mask. Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Palmer, you want to tell us about your appraisal?
This was actually one of the properties that we were able to go into that we cannot before COVID, and I did observe the attic space, and there was no insulation, and we kind of came into the picture. There were stains on the ceiling, which are probably the issues. But the value overall did not to 248, and I was comparable to right there in the neighborhood.
Any questions?
So you feel comfortable with the comparables, they're all within they look to be very close to the subject property.
Yeah, because I think number 2 is very close to the city.
It's like that land value, Todd, not that it doesn't really
It does.
matter for an overall valuation, but 90,600 for a lot, just seems really high in the area. Do we think we gave enough discount for the conditions or the additional repairs needed?
And I gave her the average fare, based on, I knocked it down to the fare, which deducted another 5% off from the overall value.
Did you have a chance to look at her market analysis done by the third party realtor? Or did you look at the third party realtor's analysis?
Let me look and see if it came out over. Some of the things weren't attached. So, no, I did not have a chance to look at that.
Because it looks like there's a temporary power pole still in this property, or this picture indicates that. So there's not electricity in the home yet, or
The garage is not.
just the garage stuff?
Yeah, it was electricity now, but when, like I said, when the carport was there, it was considered detached, and the garage was attached, and the electricity was took from the garage to the house.
And a lot of that, I think a lot of that difference is actually like in the land value.
Right.
But
I
the
kind
taxpayer-
of feel like we need a little bit more relief and maybe get to what her comparative analysis is, but that's just my thoughts.
I'll tend to agree. I think Ms.
lean
Wilmore
toward
should
her.
get some more consideration
Yeah.
from,
I'll be prepared to make a motion when we're ready.
I think probably something a little bit closer to her request is probably in line. You have any thoughts, Mr. Wagasback?
That's it?
I think he was thinking something in the form of a motion.
Oh, yes. Yeah, with taking into consideration the conditions of the property, I think a further analysis and looking at the third parties, his comps and comparables, my motion would be to go with the taxpayer's request and make it $64,800, the improvements of $139,000 for a total of $203,800.
Second. Commissioner Bercher?
Yes.
Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood? Yes. Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
And Chairman Shorty?
And
Yes.
just for this particular motion, this is for the tax year 2020. You can add that language. Correct.
All right, Ms. Wilmore, we just voted to set the value at your requested value.
Okay,
So you're done for the day.
thank you.
All right, thank you. This is for 2020.
Right.
You know, 2021's coming up
Yeah.
in a few days, so make sure you follow through with that. You know,
Okay.
check on that.
So I
Okay?
have to wait some from you all for something? Or is the tax assessors?
You will first receive a letter from the tax commission itself, and we will also, from them, we will create a change order to keep your taxes correct.
Okay, that way I can send it to my mortgage company.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll have to contact them.
Okay,
I forgot all my cards and the card, but there's the number to my desk if you have any questions. after that.
Okay. Hey, what's your last name?
Makita?
Keita. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. All righty. All right. Ma'am, were you here this morning for the appeal?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your name?
My name is Sheriff Van Mullen, but I'm here for Robert Fortis.
I'm sorry, what name?
Robert Fortis.
Robert Fortis, okay.
It's A on the docket.
Yeah. I know.
You need to be sworn as a witness. If you would stand, please, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And your name?
Sheriff Van Mullen.
Thank you very much. You can proceed to the microphone.
What docket number is this? I'm sorry.
1922-173-035.
Okay, yeah, if you could try to get close to the microphone as you can.
Okay. I'm usually too short for things, but, I'm just here to talk about Great Route St. John 3035. The assessor came out with the 2020 assessments and, basically tripled the value, which is kind of understandable because Mr. Fortis was elderly and he had freeze on the appraisal, but triple was kind of shocking. So I appealed it, and I was asking for essentially replacement value. Replacement value being essentially $180,000. After receiving the tax commission's appraisal, I had an appraisal done myself, which I submitted to the tax commission, by a guy who actually came and looked at the property. The appraiser, your tax commission appraiser did not look at the property. I can tell that because the picture she uses on her appraisal has the old mailbox, and the picture used by my appraiser has the new mailbox, which has been there for like 3 or 4 years now. So I know she didn't come look at it. I did
And
this.
and let me just interrupt real quick. I don't know, when did you do the appraisal on the property?
This is during the,
I'm sorry,
this is during COVID, for
during the virus?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, and that's why,
I'm not
because
faulting her.
we
I'm just
didn't,
saying that
we didn't let anybody go into the property.
I completely understand.
That's fine,
But
okay.
it also just states that her appraisal isn't as complete as his. His uses 6 properties, she uses 3. He used 2 of the 3 that she used, only he adjusted them differently to take into account the actual differences between the parties, between the properties. One of the properties she used is over double the size of 3035 Clear St. John, and she only adjusted it slightly, whereas he adjusted it in a more reasonable manner. To come up with a value of $210,000, which I'm asking the commission to find as the appraised value for the property. Basing this on market, there's no way I can get a buyer for what the assessor has the property appraised for. So market-wise, this is probably a little closer to the 210, which I'm asking for. Cost to repair, according to my insurance company, is about 180, which is what I originally asked for. And income, this is my home, this is where I live, I've lived for 10 years. Mr. Fortas and I were in a committed relationship. He was walking down the street in March and got hit by a car and was in the hospital for the rest of 2019 until he passed away. That's why his name is still on it. I've had the property put in my name now, so it's my property. So I'm asking the commission, please, to accept this at the true appraised value, which is $210,000.
All right, thank you very much. Let's hear from the assessor's office.
We sent a settlement letter for the $232,000, which was also the tax commission appraisal value. I did not have access to the appraisal to take a look or comment on that as far as the appraisal that she provided.
So, again, where's the assessor's office coming
We
in?
were at the 232 from the tax
Okay.
commission appraisal.
All right. All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Palmer, you want to tell us about your appraisal?
This one was done during COVID, so I based it off of the pictures that she sent to me, with the exception of the exterior, pointing to the assessor website. And I came up with the 232. Her house was only 734 square feet, so I was limited as far as size goes.
Had you had an opportunity to look at her appraisal, or did?
No,
Okay.
you had that one done after, you said?
Yeah, looks like it's June 2nd, 2020.
Yeah, I think this one.
I mean, they're relatively close.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, one is 210, one is 232. Obviously, the difference is real money, but it's relatively close, much closer than the assessor's office or the board of review. But because of the limitations that we face, you were not able to do an interior inspection, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking the third party had a little bit more opportunity to look at the property, go inside, and get some more comps, expand their comp range, so I'm kind of leaning towards that.
You'd agree with that?
It looks like it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, no more questions?
I'm ready to make a motion.
Please, yes, go ahead.
Okay, in the matter of docket number 19221733035, I would move that we set the 2020 fair market value at $210,000 with the undisputed land value of $45,000 and improvements of $165,000.
Second.
Commissioner Archer?
Yes.
Commissioner Wagstaff?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
And Chairman Sharkey?
Yes. All right, thank you very much.
Thank y'all.
Sure. All right, I'm going to assume at this point there's no one outside waiting. Is that correct?
Okay, thank you.
Nobody else? Okay, that's fine. All right, we'll just continue down our docket. The next item on the agenda is the appeal of BJM Investments LLC versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22173-083. Let the record reflect that there's no one here this morning on behalf of the property owner and taxpayer. So we will go ahead and hear from the assessor's office.
I was not able to see the condition issues that the taxpayer was speaking of. I was just able to pull some, I came in a little bit higher as far as what the tax commission appraisal came in at. So the assessor's office is closer to $250,000 for land and improvements on the property.
So you're asking for 250?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Palmer, you back up.
This is a fourplex, and I think there were, the taxpayer, this one was done very coded, sent me some pictures of subsidence that you can, they're pretty observable. And then those pictures and some rotten wood. I came up with 201, and the mark for the market approach, and the income approach was 231.
Your appraisal reflects adjustments for the structural cracks in the brick and the ceiling issues, stuff like that.
All right, any other questions, anything? All right, Mr. Jefferson, we get a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I'm on docket number 19-2173-083 with the 2020 value. I move that we accept the LTC staff appraisal, 35,000 for land, 35,300 for land, 165,700 improvements, a total of 201,000.
Second?
Commissioner Archer?
Yes.
Commissioner Wagstaff?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
And Chairman Shavardi?
Yes. All right. All right, the next item on the docket is the appeal of Brian G. McConduit versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22173-087. All right, again, there appears to be no one here this morning on behalf of Mr. McConduit. So we will move forward with the assessor's office.
It's a single family, 3,848 square feet. We have a valuation of 329,300 total land and improvements, which the board of review upheld, which was very close to the tax commission appraisal of 306. So we would be willing to keep the board of review value at 329.
Thank you.
It was a larger home, so I tried to use some vehicles that were a little bit larger as well. And I came up with 306.
And your value was 306,000, I think that's correct. Have any questions?
I noticed that the land on this for your appraisal was 70,700, but the assessors and the board of review had 48,800. Was there some kind of square footage discrepancy?
There wasn't, you just wanted the land also, just an order for the land, so all we had to do was the land road. And those were just normal,
I do think if you do analysis of the land values, that I think a lot of the land values, if you do a staff appraisal, taking a look at the land values, there probably tend to be more. In the overall scheme of things, what comes off of, goes to land, comes off of improvements, and what comes off improvements goes to land, because everything's at 10%. Still would like to have it accurate, or reasonably accurate. But anyway, all right, do you have any questions? Do we have an idea what we want to do? Or you want me to-
My question,
Sure.
Chairman, in relation to your comment there about the land, if we choose to go with the staff appraisal, does it even matter, or should we state the land value? Higher number, or reduce the land value and increase the improvement value?
You know, from an accuracy standpoint, the correct land value is the value, but I suspect that, given the current circumstances, probably use the land value that the assessor's office has and just put the difference on improvements. Unless the commission feels differently, I mean, I'm certainly rather see things accurate than inaccurate, but it'll make this one stand out if you look at it. And really, the total value is what we're really after in this particular case. Did I not confuse everyone?
No, I think I understand. I'm prepared to make a motion.
All right, go ahead.
I would move on docket 19-22173-087 that for the year 2020, we set the land value at $48,800, the improvement value of $257,200, for a total value of $306,000.
Second.
Commissioner Archer?
Yes.
Commissioner Wagstaff?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers? And Chairman Sparks?
Yes. All right, the next item on the agenda, the appeal of Chen versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22173-102. There does not appear anybody here this morning on behalf of Chen, so we'll move right to the assessor's office.
On this one, we would be willing to accept the staff appraisal total of 453, but as in the previous one, we would require just to keep the land values consistent, we would ask our land value remain at 117,000, and the improvement value is at 336, for a total of 453,000.
So you're asking that the land stay at 117, is that correct?
Yes, our original valuation, and just adjust it.
And adjust the overall value to 453,000?
Correct. But then we'll close the staff appraisal.
Right, okay. All right, thank you. Paul?
This is the one that we did pre-COVID, so I was actually to inspect it. The upstairs was, every condition that really haven't put on any more of the home, but I need more of the size. They didn't get out. We did have some adverse exterior conditions located right next to the house. I like to know how to do that.
So you did take that into consideration.
All right, no more questions, do we have a motion?
I'm prepared to make a motion in the matter of docket number 1922173-102. I move that we set the 2020 fair market value for the land of $117,000, improvements $336,000, for a total fair market value of $453,000.
Commissioner Archer?
Yes.
Commissioner Wagstaff?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
And Chairman Sparks?
Yes. The next item on the agenda, the appeal of Lernine Roberson versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22173-110. Again, I'll note that no one is here this morning on behalf of the taxpayer, so we will move ahead with testimony from the assessor's office.
I noticed they sent a letter about the freeze issue.
Yeah,
That's more of a legal issue. I
that's a
don't know.
legal issue, but I do think they are, I think they're really, well, they're complaining about that, I believe, but also about the value, so I think we can certainly address the value,
Yeah.
so we can't address the freeze issue because we don't have legal authority to do that.
This was 110, correct? 1701.
173-110, Roberson.
Okay, so, okay.
Mendez.
We would be willing to accept the tax commission appraisal for 209.
Okay. Thank you.
It's estimated at 209,000, actually all the comparable with your policy from the law.
Any questions? The motion? Mr. Jefferson?
I'm moving on docket number 19-22173-110. 2020 value, and we accept Louisiana tax commission staff version, land at 93,600, improvements at 196,400, for a total of $209,000.
Second.
Commissioner Archer?
Yes.
Commissioner Wagstaff?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
And Chairman Rogers?
Yes. The appeal of Sandra French has been continued, so we'll move on to the next item. The appeal of Lana Robinson Leverett versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22173-123. Again, let the record reflect that no one appears to be here this morning on behalf of Ms. Leverett, so again, we'll move to the assessor's office.
According to the bill, they were recommending land only appeal, so we would like to keep the same valuation from the Orleans Parish Assessor's Office and the Board of Review at $132,000. She's fine.
So you're asking to keep the Board of Review value? Yeah.
If the taxpayer was requesting a land value only on this one, then I may not be interested.
So, your appraisal is 150,500.
So I believe that, he has definitely approved it as the same, but as I stated before, when we have to do one of the conservative, and from an assessment standpoint, because there's just something about more like
So you feel the land is worth more than what the assessor's office has allocated to land? Okay.
The improvement value was not contested, it was a land only appraisal.
I think someone went up $30,000.
There's only between what the taxpayer requested and the Board of Review, there's only a $3,000 difference in those values. So it's, really insignificant, I mean, in the overall evaluation. Obviously, your valuation on the land is a little more significant, but,
I
I
think
think
they
probably should continue with consistency as we've done. Yeah. Jeffrey, you gonna make a motion?
Chairman, matter docket number 19-22173-123. 2020 Fairmont Act. I move that we accept the board of review land at 20,500, improvements at 107,700, total 132,200.
Second.
Commissioner Bircher?
Yes.
Commissioner Wagstaff?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood? Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
And Chairman Sparks?
Yes. Next on the appeal docket is the appeal of John H. Gibson Jr. versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22173-173. Again, let the record reflect that there appears to be no one here this morning on behalf of Mr. Gibson, so we'll move ahead with the assessor's office.
The board of review lowered the value at $152,000 down from $167 original valuation. The LTC came in with $148,000. So being that such a small difference in valuation, they already received a lower valuation from the 2020 tax value. We would recommend that it remains at board of review value at $152,000.
Thank you.
With this one, we are, $148,000, because I mean, we respect this one, all the houses are almost identical to the subject. They had the same on board changes with
Any questions?
I'd like to go ahead and make a motion on docket number 19-22173-173. I would move that we uphold parish board of review values for the 2020 fair market value land, 24,100, improvements, 127,600, for a total fair market value of $152,000.
Commissioner Bircher?
Yes.
Commissioner Wagstaff?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
And Chairman Sparks?
Yes. All right, we've already conducted the hearing on item I, which was the appeal of Jacqueline Wilmore. The last item on the agenda, I'm correct, the last item on the agenda is the appeal of Derek Randall, and that appeal has been withdrawn, so we will not be hearing that appeal. The Tax Commission hereby accepts all pre-filed documents and oral testimony into the record. As Taxpayer Exhibit 1 in Global, Assessor Exhibit 1 in Global, and Hamilton County Tax Commission Staff Appraiser Exhibit 1 in Global, for each appeal hearing conducted today respectfully. That being said, I believe we concluded the appeal for this hearing this morning. On that basis, unless someone has any comments, I will accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Bircher?
Yes.
Commissioner Wagstaff?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
And Chairman Sparks?
Yes.